Hey guys, my name is Simpzy and welcome back to some more Westeros Total War. Whoop, I just fucking shut down the map. Okay guys, we're currently besieging King's Landing and I've skipped a fair few amount of turns ahead. Now, first things first, got some sad news. Joffrey Baratheon is dead. King's Landing was taken by Loras Tyrell and now Tommen of House Baratheon now reigns. We currently have Gregor Clegane, Jaime Lannister, Tywin, Serret and Leo Lefford besieging King's Landing. I've been sieging it for quite a while, only one more turn before they surrender. I currently have Quentyn Bainfort and Kevin Lannister holding the bridge against the Tyrell onslaught. Now you might be thinking, you've skipped it quite a few turns ahead, Simpzy. Well, I've taken the entirety of the north. If you guys can remember that bullshit battle at Winterfell where Brandon Stark defeated 4 stacks, after that I was just fuck this, I'm going to take the entirety of the north. And to be honest, like role-playing wise, when Robb Stark died at the neck, Brandon Stark would have surrendered easy. And there was no way in fucking hell. And there wasn't actually any Highborn Lords left verse facing. We already killed Karstark, Umber, Tolhart, Glover, a fair few, everyone, and Bruce Bolton. The only person was left was like Ramsay at the Dreadfort, and maybe Crowfoot. But apart from that, there was no point of taking it. The north was completely undefended. I took the settlements quite easily. So now we're obviously going to our objective of retaking King's Landing and fighting the Tyrells. Now, obviously, the kings at the moment, Renly has its own king, and so does Stannis. Tommen Baratheon now rules. So once we retake King's Landing and put Tommen back on the throne, I don't know what we should do. We could push against Stannis. It would be a lot easier. We could take Duskendale, Rook's Crest, what they've already taken, then push upon Dragonstone. And then, once we've gotten rid of that, we can focus on Renly. Because I think, even though the Tyrells are strong and we're going to be fighting them, I think the only reason, well, obviously they don't have a kingship. They're backing Renly Baratheon. So as soon as he dies, they'll probably bend the knee. They wouldn't want bloodshed, I don't think. Okay, in the north, I'm actually recruiting some ships. As you see here, we're recruiting a fleet at Widow's Watch, White Harbour, nowhere else. But we're going to sail down, and that's where we're going to take Stannis. So, let's end the turn. Take King's Landing. Okay, we've actually been attacked here with Kevin. We're on the bridge. It is a 7-to-6 ratio. A lot of Reachman pushing across. John Fossaway, Leighton Hightower, 67. Bloody hell. So, we have roughly 5,000 Lannisters versus 4,500 Tyrells. Let's fight this on the field. Now, we do have armoured spearmen. We don't actually have any swordsmen. So they're just going to hold the line for us. Obviously, spearmen have high defense and high defensive attack, I think. But let's start here. We are playing, obviously, a bridge battle. We've only got 2 lots of longbowmen. Pretty much, I wonder if this looks different. Just want to see the armor comparing. Yeah, you can see the difference. Obviously, the plate mail in some of them. Right, we're going to put these guys up on the front here. But the Tyrells really have to push against Kevin here if they want to rescue Loras Tyrell. Okay. Obviously put the armoured ones up. I basically just want to cluster this here. We can't actually go any further up. How am I going to do this? Alright, we'll put, that's a really cool bank there. I'm going to need to start and then get them into formation to make it just that bit better. Because I swear, it's not always the case. Right, Bainfort has come. I'm going to get him to go on the defensive. I don't want him to cross the river. Last time we did that in, what was it? It was my, Holy Roman Empire campaign. We lost a lot of units. Good series. Highly recommend you go check it out. So this is probably the formation I want to play. I want to kind of have them on the sides, so they're technically being surrounded here. So everyone else, like that, can basically just cluster here. I would like them to be further up if I can. Yeah, that's about right. Right, charge. Get my archers to... Well, they're longbowmen, so... Chuck them there. Chuck the other one further down here if we can. But... Let's start speeding this up. So there are some units that aren't in the field. So just cluster you there. We're getting shot at here by what exactly? Crossbowmen. The Reachmen are pushing their armoured swordsmen across. For Renly Baratheon. And they do have reinforcements. My longbowmen should put them to the test. Make ready! If we lose here today, Tommen Baratheon dies. Then Renly will probably have a bigger claim. Renly and Stannis. We can't afford Tommen to lose. I don't know what Tywin would have done if, for example, in this, if Tommen and Joffrey died. This looks like a cool shot. Just want to double check the formation. Seems pretty all fine. Banefort can sit there. We haven't taken out many Reachmen. Wish that wasn't in the way though. But the banner of House Tyrell is flowing. Make ready! And are they routing? They broke. They broke instantly. Wow. My longbowmen are doing well. They're pushing. I don't want Banefort to push. Hold the line. Hold the line. This is awesome. This is a really cool battle. Crossbowmen, aim at the... Yeah, I was going to say aim at the retreating units. We'll just leave them there. Go on the defensive, Banefort. I don't want you to be charging. But it looks like we're breaking most of them. We're hitting their crossbowmen. Man, that shield helps those crossbowmen so much. Having that additional armor. Alright, let's start speeding this up. We've thrown them back. Get back into formation. I'll push them further up. No, we'll just hold here. We've killed 9% to their 1. So what's just going to happen here is it's going to be just charges back and forth, I'd imagine. The Tyrells are moving more units up. Looks like spearmen. Those armies weren't that high quality, but once Brandon Fossaway and Hightower get here, the charges will be a lot more solid and, well, they won't be retreating that much, I would imagine. They're pushing cavalry across the river. Banefort is holding with his reinforcements. I might move Kevin up a bit. Kevin and Willem Lannister. Holding the bridge is our best strategy, I think. They seem to somewhat be pushing. But get my archers, get my archers, Jesus, to fire in there. But guys, if you still are enjoying this Westeros Total War series, please leave a like, I'd really much appreciate it. I do put a lot of effort into my videos, and a simple like helps out my channel immensely. Makes me speak a lot better as well. No, but seriously, it's crazy how much the power of a like can affect a channel. It's awesome. I'm still enjoying making content. I hope you guys are still enjoying watching, so I'm not going anywhere. So, on that note, subscribe if you haven't already to keep up to date with future uploads and this series. Still uploading my Total War Attila Roman Expedition campaign. That's really a lot of fun. Oh, I don't like those friendly fire kills. My longbowmen are nearly out of ammo. 16% of their 4. My spearmen are holding on here. Oh, I'm going to have to reform that. Because they're nearly... I don't really know what they're doing. I could just try to get everyone to charge. Most of their army is on the river here. Just go with an all-out charge to push them back. Blow the horn with Kevin. Right, that's what we're going to do. We're going to charge them. And on that note, we'll move my units up. But charge! Hopefully we don't lose too much. Oh my god. I thought I crashed then. A little bit of lag. Even my computer struggles too. It's not my computer, it's the game engine. Struggles to play on 6 speed with just this many units in the field. Like the normal speed's just fine, even zooming in. Bring them down, bring them down. Now we're all being affected casualty-wise. Let's just push across the river and kill them. Alright, a lot of cavalry animation there. Probably should aim for killing the, I don't even know what. General's bodyguard, maybe. We could get a rout. We've killed either Fossaway or Hightower. No, we've killed a captain. And we've killed Hightower. He was 67. I was surprised that he was even fighting, to be honest. Try to think, should I send in my reinforcements just yet? Yeah, fuck it. We'll send in Banefort. Send in the reinforcements. Just to kill them off. Charge! But the longbowmen are being absolutely superb in this. What's the percentage looking like? 10% of their 40. So we will take King's Landing next turn because we've been starving them out. And there goes Loras Tyrell. Good to see. Still continuing to push them. But yeah, I think we should push upon Stannis first. But yeah, I don't know what we would do if Tommen died. We'd have no claimant to the throne. Would Tywin claim it by right of conquest? His ass basically sits on the Iron Throne anyway. Through proxy. Right. We've broken them, so let's continue to chase them down across the river. And let's move Kevin across to run them down. But a solid bridge victory. We lost 15%. Let's halt with my archers now, though. Halt. And push them back. 1,675 captured. I'm actually surprised we've captured that many. That's why I need my cavalry over the river to get more of them. But a solid victory. We've thrown back the Tyrell host. They did have a fair amount of armies there. You got to give it to the Tyrells. But they should have known what was going to happen if you were going to kill Joffrey Baratheon. It's kind of quite fitting, to be honest, that he died. Come on, get these crossbowmen. Victory. Well, let's continue just for the small part. We got all of them. Right, let's end it there then. Kevin deployed 2,657, lost 611. Quentin Bainfort lost 1 man. Are you kidding me? And killed nearly 300 troops. How the hell did that one person die? The first army of the Tyrells lost 791. The second, with Fossaway and Hightower, lost 1,803. And Captain Hobber lost 909. You're most welcome to pause and have a look at the casuals inflicted and casualties sustained. 213, 203 for the longbowmen. Their longbowmen did quite well, seeing as they rocked up to the battle late. We'll execute the captives. And now we're officially taking King's Landing. 54,000. We're going to sack King's Landing for the second time. Do I want to be king? No. Merchant at Lannisport. But now we'll be able to finally get those ships. Is there another way that they can cross the river? Further north, but they have to go through Arryn lands, which I wouldn't think they would want to do overly. So let's rally back up. Bainfort. Oh, it actually had Martin and Walder Frey in there. Let's move those armoured plating units. There's still a fair few of them, because they're worth having in the army. Sacrificing like 1 chevron. Probably not 1 silver chevron, to be perfectly honest. Move them out. But we've taken King's Landing. How many turns until those ships come? Quite a while. So I guess we could push on Duskendale. Maybe Rook's Rest. But trying to think. Yeah, let's push on Duskendale. We'll let Tywin hold King's Landing. We'll see what traits he gets. Might get like Robert Baratheon's hammer or something. Alright. Let's push on Duskendale. Serret. Or maybe we should just leave Serret there. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just leave Serret. Put the tax rate low. That's going to be annoying. No, I do not want to be king. We'll leave Kevin to hold. He's doing quite well there. Rightio. What can we actually recruit here? Some ships, obviously, to take on Stannis. Family tree-wise, we haven't had a look at that for a while. I forgot to mention that in the first part. So, we've got Gregor Clegane. He's got 2 sons with Joe Hill. These guys are half Lannister. We'll have a bit of Lannister in them. Adam Marbrand has 2 kids. Jaime has 2 daughters. Lancel has 2 sons, Gerald, Laurent. Willem has 2 sons, Devon and Andros. Martin has 2 sons, John and Ellis. And Tyrek has 2 sons, Peter and Stefan. So the Lannister line will continue. I will put out lordships once the campaign has ended. But who's at Duskendale? Nothing, just a whole bunch of units. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll be able to take out Stannis a lot quicklier. I'm trying to think, should I give King's Landing back to Joffrey now? I say Joffrey, I mean Tommen. Yeah, let's give it back to him. Mind you, it's probably good having the income, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to need it more than them. But I'm actually going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching if you watched all the way through. I really do appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook. Okay, guys, I'll see you later. Have a fantastic rest.